And as you take responsibility for that, in fact, if you go to the Beatitudes in the Sermon on the Mount, we're told there's a beatitude that says, "Blessed are they who mourn their wrongs, for they shall be comforted." Now, I don't know, has anybody here ever gotten really excited about mourning your wrongs and felt really comforted as a result of it? It's a bit of a stretch for me. But if you go to the Aramaic language, what it says, first of all, the word "blessed are they" isn't there in the Aramaic language. There's no word that resembles that in Aramaic. What the word in Aramaic is in that beatitude is tuvehun, and tuvehun is a three-part word. And basically what it says is this, is that a latent or an unconscious neural structure implanted by God to guide you to happiness and well-being becomes your conscious possession, you who, and then where it says, we're told it says comforted out of the Greek translations, it says, you who look into your errors in thought. And then, it doesn't say you're going to be comforted. What it says in Aramaic is, you will be cured of mental stress. When you start to look into where your mind goes that produces the molecular structure that ultimately becomes your genetic structure and is passed on to the next generation, if you want to change that process, you've got to take responsibility for every thought you think, which means every molecule you put in your structure, which becomes literally a part of your cellular structure. 2,000 years ago, this man named Jesus, who was not a religious teacher, he was teaching how life worked, said, hey, you want to clean up your act? You want to clean up the stresses that are going on within your structure? Here's a key. Look into your errors in thought and clean them up. And when you do, you will be cured of mental stress. It's up to you to decide what you do with that. You can't count on somebody else in the world to support you in doing that. You're going to have to make the choice as to how you run your mind and how you run your life. It isn't up to somebody else. But oftentimes, because we don't understand how our stresses are created, it appears that it's run by somebody else.